we're excited about this, and congratulations to Helen and team for getting this launched and underway, and happy to provide the sort of whatever support we've been able to provide to it. This open banking industry, the way we look at it is, we're clearly at early stages. We're at different stages as well in different parts of the world. And, one of the things that's really important is, frankly, showcasing the value that open banking ultimately will provide to customers, be they consumers or businesses, of course. So we think that this initiative is a great one for stimulating the creativity of all of the brilliant minds that are out there to further accelerate this amazing journey that we're all on.
Thank you, Jim. And Chris, now your colleague Hugh has asked me not to introduce you as the rock star of open banking. So I'm a little bit lost as how to introduce you. And I think everybody knows Chris. Chris Michael, please talk to us around the growth trajectory of the industry and what inspires you as a judge.
Well, thanks, Helen. Thank God for that. I'm really excited about this. I think we're already seeing a lot of really interesting use cases coming out in this space. I mean, the kind of first use cases that we saw were personal finance managers. We've seen a big growth in kind of usage of APIs now for business accounting, cloud accounting. But I think that the thing that I'm really interested in is stuff that does three things. It combines great customer experience with security, and I think that's something that we've was right at the heart of the design of these API standards. I think stuff that offers real value to consumers, whether that's personal or business customers. But I think the thing that really excites me is where we go beyond just basic business, also basic bank data or payments, stuff that combines other data sets, integrates with other or touches into other sectors, could be retail data, that sort of stuff. And this is where we're starting to see some really interesting propositions starting to come into market. I wouldn't say necessarily any of them are mainstream yet, but I think this is where it gets really exciting when you combine data from multiple sources. I think a very wise man once said that data is more valuable or more powerful in the presence of other data, and that's something that I certainly would be looking for.
Thank you. And I think we've got Faith back. Faith.
Hi there.
Hi, loving the bunting, Faith. So please introduce yourself and talk a little bit around what inspires you, and as a judge, what you'll be looking for.
Thanks, Helen. So I'm Faith Reynolds, and I have a portfolio career, but all my activities are about keeping the consumer front and centre in financial and data-led services. And you can find out more about me on LinkedIn. It's really great to be here today, so thanks for inviting me, Helen. I think the Appathon is a really important initiative, actually. Last year, in my capacity as the independent consumer representative at Open Banking, I and colleagues wrote a report called Consumer Priorities for Open Banking, and in that we recommended that action was needed to stimulate the market. So open finance is full of potential. There's lots of opportunity, and that's what makes it so exciting and so attractive. But that opportunity, that potential needs to be fulfilled. And if consumers are going to kind of see a transformative difference in the way that they manage their money and make sense of life. But luring people away from the status quo is actually quite challenging. And building those products that are really responsive to consumers' lives are actually quite challenging. So this Appathon is absolutely ideal in terms of thinking about how do we bring technologists together to develop services that are really responsive to consumers' needs. So I'm quite exciting to be working with you at Open Banking Excellence to open up APIs and launch new services that can get to market quickly, especially at this time with the impact of COVID, and also keep open finance on an upward trajectory despite some of the challenges that we've seen of moving to digital-based working, some small businesses really struggling to keep going, and obviously the massive health impact that some people have experienced. So yeah, really excited to be part of it. Thanks, Helen.